one of the most important things that happened to me when I was a little kid, 7 and 8 years old, I was a Catholic, born and raised in a Catholic religion. And according to the church customs, a 7 and 8 year old child has a special day in church, and there's a special church service for a child, and it's called confirmation. When you, as a 7-year-old, are going to be a confirmed Catholic, asking a child at 7 years old to be confirmed anything is ludicrous. But I was told in the class in the Catholic school, the couple of days before the confirmation service, that it's possible that the bishop who was coming to town to officiate over the service for the children, that he might ask the children after the service was over if they had any questions. Now that they are confirmed Catholics, he would try and answer the questions. And so we were told, if the bishop does that, if he asks, just remember, you don't have any questions. Period. You remain quiet. And I thought to myself, even as a small kid, I thought to myself, my mother doesn't tell me what I can think. Who are you to tell me what I can ask or what I can't? And so that night after the service was over, sure enough, the bishop asked the children, now that the service is over and you children are now confirmed Catholic, I will try and answer, if I can, I will try and answer any questions you may have. So I stood up because I knew I want everybody in this church to know who's talking. I stood up so everyone could see me. And I said, yes, Bishop, I have a question. I said, my father works with torches, like I'm a welder, and he lets me play with torches on occasions to teach me how dangerous they can be. And I know how important they are. And I said, suppose I had a torch that was burning, and an angel appears to me. If an angel appeared to me, because in the Bible it talks about angels appearing to men. And so suppose an angel appeared to me and I was holding a torch. Could I hit the angel with the torch? Would it hurt him? And he says, no. And I said, why not? And he said, because you can't even see an angel, must burn one. I said, why? I don't understand, why not? And he said, because you can't burn a spirit. Spirits there's nothing to burn. You have to have wood, paper, plastic, something that will burn. But the spirit has no body. So there's no way for you to burn a spirit. And I said, well, then why am I concerned about going to hell where my spirit will burn forever if you can't burn a spirit? He looked at me like he was, like a deer in the headlights. And the little Catholic priest, very, very red-headed priest, standing very close to me, he said very loud for everyone to hear, sit down and shut up. And I thought, I can do that now. I've proven that this man doesn't know what he's talking about. So I began asking questions of adults, and I began to realize that adults do not have any answers. And the reason why is because their parents didn't teach them any answers. And the reason why the parents didn't know is because their parents didn't teach them. And so what we have is a continual repetition of people being born into this world, coming into the world as a baby, and knowing nothing and understanding nothing. And then they grow up and they have babies and they bring in babies, and more babies are growing up to have more babies. Eventually you'll have 7.5 billion people on the earth who have no idea why they're here, what they're doing, or where they're going, or where they're going to go when they leave here. So I decided that if I want to know, I need to do the research myself and start learning how to think. And being a Catholic, that's something you don't want to let people know you're doing. what they don't want, I'll tell you what the white people who are running the planet, what they don't want, and educating their children and taking care of their families and growing intelligence and wisdom and knowledge and becoming very highly intelligent young people with good families. That's what they don't want. No, keep them on drugs and shooting each other and give them a bunch of titties and assholes and drugs. Yeah, give them the drugs. Make sure they got plenty of drugs and plenty of alcohol and plenty of rap music and all that shit. And just fuck them. Let them have a good time on that. But don't teach them anything.